What is the difference between third world countries and first world countries? And when we look at countries like the USA, the United Kingdom, and we look at what is so valuable in those countries, opportunity. Opportunity is the reason why we have so many migrants coming in on boats every single day. Opportunity is the reason why we have so many people climbing over Trump's wall and getting shot down. Opportunity is the reason why so many millionaires move to Dubai every single year. Because these first world countries, they provide a sense of verity. You can make it in those countries. However, if they were to try and make it into their own home country, they would be filled with just corruptness and politics and everything else. In this video, I'm here to talk about one of the biggest lies that I've been told. One of the biggest secrets that I've been researching, that I've actually put together a formula that could work. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Project Africa. Now my parents, one of them are from the Democratic Republic of Congo, and my other one is from Zimbabwe. And those are countries that are in extreme poverty. I mean, look at Congo, for example. They're going through a war. They're being unjustly made to work by Rwanda. And I started to think, why was it all those years ago the UK came and colonized Africa? The USA came and colonized Africa. Why did these guys come to Africa the most? How is it from that era of time that it has caused those type of countries to emerge as one of the greatest countries that we know today? It's because Africa has a lot of treasures. Africa's ground, where it's located exactly, is buried with treasures. That's the reason why the UK and the USA and other countries came to colonize it. Because they saw the power, and they saw that if the African people realized about how rich they truly were, in the future that would cause a lot of problems. Now, this isn't a video to shame the UK or the USA about slavery, as that is all in the past. The thing I've noticed is that those countries that are really at the top, those superpowers if you call it, they became that way through history, but also because they have one word in their countries. If you think the United States of America, the United Kingdom, the Soviet Union, these guys were all considered superpowers back in the day because they were all united, a bunch of countries united. I started thinking to myself, everyone's trying to find the cure of how to save Africa. But the way that we can save Africa is if we unite all of it together. Think about it, the spawn land of where all the gold and treasures comes from, all unite together like the United States or the United Kingdom, that would be fucking OP. If we create a united Africa and we all share the gold and the riches, because that's where they originally came from, the ground of Africa, I believe in a few years we can create a first world country that can even outweigh the USA and the United Kingdom. However, in my opinion, the USA and other countries, they knew this. The reason why you look at every single African country, their politicians are normally just corrupt. They only think about themselves, they don't care about the country, and they leave the country in the situation that it is. I'm not a woke guy by any means, but that is so suspicious. And also think about the fact where when the presidents that actually do care about the country actually come and take office, they're either assassinated or they die to a mysterious illness. There isn't no woke video like the CIA is eliminating everybody. The whole world knows the potential that Africa brings. We're too stupid, we're too naive, we're too stubborn to actually think, let's all join together. Each African country themselves is torn by religion, is torn by race, is torn by culture. And that's what these first world countries like the USA and the UK have above us. If you think right, in the USA, in the more southern countries, their accent is more deeper than the northern countries. But you don't see those people now discriminating against southern people. They all live in harmony and unison. In the UK, the Scottish culture is different to the English culture, that is different to the Welsh culture, but you don't see all of us now discriminating against each other. We come together. The thing is that Africa, because one half is Muslim or one half has a completely different culture to one another, we now discriminate and say, I don't want to be a part of that. If you look at my parents' home country, the Democratic Republic of Congo, there are two Congos. Why are there two Congos? They speak the same language, they eat the same food, they have the same culture, but something's tearing them apart. This hatred towards each other just because we have a different culture or we believe in a different faith is the reason on why Africa is so poor. You see, all those first world nations that people are coming on boats to now try and get into, they all look past all of that and do what's best for fucking business. When it comes to Africa, we can't do that. That is what's keeping Africa poor. You see, when I was younger, in fact now, I wanted to become Prime Minister of the UK because I wanted to change a lot of things. Most of the reason was because I wanted to help my country, the UK, but also help the countries that my parents came from as well. I realized that in order for me to generally help the poor children in Africa that I'm seeing on adverts every single day, I have an ideology that if you want something to be changed, go and change it yourself. Like, one thing I don't like about what happens in the UK sometimes is that there are people protesting about whatever, shouting up and saying free this, free that, but they're not doing anything about it. They're vandalizing and attacking the country they're living in and not doing anything that can affect and that can help the people that are in that type of crisis. Me, when I want something to change, I'm gonna change it myself. And that's what I believe, and I believe God gave me that purpose. It's to not only use my voice, but to use my confidence to reach the top of the ladder. It's that I can make changes in life. You see, what people have to realize, and what the people of Africa need to realize, is that the reason why there is no opportunity, the reason why they are so divided and so poor, because they can't look past each other's differences. They have corrupt politicians that are in power, and that's what's keeping Africa poor. However, if Africa was to unite like the United States and the United Kingdom and like, the Soviet Union back in the day, we would be the most OP country in the world. Think about it, we'd have all the gold and we'd have enough infantry to now be on the level of the UK and the USA. So in my opinion, the only way to save Africa is to unite it all under one roof. Forget the culture, forget the differences, forget the race, forget everything. Look past that and let's unite and make us a first world country and give kids the opportunity that they wish they had.